Hello and a new day, friends. I already got started on this little rock slab, but then I realized I could probably stream this, so I'm trying to be as productive as possible. We have 3 rock slabs today to get painted. I'm only going to do the base coat and the edge base coat. Get the edges black again. We're just going to jump right into all of it. Currently I'm just using matte black. The other 2 will be red and like a sea blue, pretty much. It's kind of nice I started with one of these half painted, because then you can kind of see how the texture almost looks entirely different every single time the base coat is on compared to how the cores look. Pretty much just working to fill all the holes, get this all black again. The other 2 will be a little more careful because we're trying to paint the edges the same color that we're painting the main focus. Really nice how this one turned out, to be honest. It's not super crazy on the texture side, but it'll allow the glow in the dark to fit where it's gonna fit. Pretty much just trying to use up paint too. Got a little too much sitting around and I really don't want it to go to waste. I probably mentioned before, but sometimes paints can turn into a little bit of an eggy consistency. Sort of like how egg whites and egg yolk get. Depending on the paint though, because honestly if something is from certain brands I haven't really experienced, don't want to drip any. Yeah, different brands are different too though, so I do intend to make this a quick stream today though, because I just want to do some other stuff that isn't really stream focused. Using a small brush today too, just so every little nook and cranny and corner and crater can get filled in, since I really don't want any white paint showing through. So that side is good. Pretty much gonna get these edges handled now, because then they have time to dry, and then we can, at the very end, flip it over, paint the other two edges that, once these are dry and able to sit on the little t-shirt I have here. Oops. Dripping on the floor. Not good. Not good at all. There we go. This paint is extra watery, so if I'm not careful. There we go. It scares me every time it starts dripping because I can't typically look at it. why I got socks on. Just wipe it up. And there's no carpet. That is not, carpet is not a place to have a paint area set up. Not at all. Top painted. Now it's an opportunity where I can sit down a bit. Black one will be the fastest, I think. Just for the sole fact that I don't have to mix the color and worry about too much. custom black paint mixture that I put in this Liquitex bottle. It's matte varnish, black medium body paint, and then black gesso. Oh yeah, and a little bit of water too. It allows it to not overtake or change any of this texture. It's like just liquidy enough to where it's able to get in the little craters and everything like that. Also give it a nice seal, but at the same time, it's not gonna be super heavy or change any of the effort I put on these base coats. I'm not going to really take much time and wash brushes or material doing this. I'm pretty much just going to use a brush for one color, and then once the painting's got its base coat, I'm just going to throw them in a bucket of water and move on to the next, so I don't spend too much time cleaning on stream, because this will have a lot of switching of brushes and different materials and stuff, so save some time. I just got a little bucket of water off screen. Just trying to get this filled in, to be honest. everything I do, I'll try my best to think of the things that could be streamed and the things that can't. Just to put out as much purposeful stuff as possible. I really don't want to spam posts or do anything like that, but if I have things that feel meaningful, I'll do my best to get them out. Get them out and post it to all you guys, and those who said they enjoyed just kind of taking it easy here. It's nice. Glad the reception has been pretty solid as it is. Some of the... Yeah, see right there is why I always paint the surface of these in some type of way, whether it be spray painting or anything else, because just like what you guys may or may not have seen, part of the texture fell off, because that's most likely where some sand was a little too dense compared to the rest of it, so it was not wanting to sit in place after completely dry. It became brittle, so that's why I try to let these dry just enough before I seal them, because then they can dry the rest of the way and not have that possibility of cracking or anything else. Apparently I knocked the stream off to the side. There we go. Get that fixed. last two edges painted, and then this will be complete. We'll move on to maybe blue next. Oops. I'm thinking blue will be next. Turning it this direction also gives me a good perspective on if there's anything left unfilled, like from a different angle. Because yeah, I really do not want any pretty good, I think. Oh, there's a little. It's very easy to get to a place where you think these style of paintings are done. But then once you turn it, you can sort of see into the caves that were hidden by the shadows. Oh, there's a good one. And it also kind of helps additionally, just to make sure things are even more sealed. Because these paintings they're not fully waterproof. Because, you know, you can get the back wet. But if the front got splattered with something, or if anything similar happened to the front of this, I'm pretty confident in saying that these are pretty indestructible to splashes of non-harmful liquids. Wow, that's a lot of open space here. Whoa, there's a whole bunch that I missed. There we go. Get that all filled. Fill this. Giving things a very close inspection because I really would hate to move on with this one. Ooh, whoa, there's a whole bunch I missed. I'm gonna have to vacuum after today with how much of this texture's fallen off. Not a bad thing though. It's only little teeny crumbs of material to the point where it's not gonna affect me. It's almost good that those pieces come off now rather than later, because then that part of the texture won't be exposed. I think we're going to call this one. Let's make sure these last two edges are okay. Painting the texture on these naturally puts some of the material on the edges. So just got to cover up all the little exposed bits of white paint. Nice crispy edges. Okay, I'm just going to use up the last of this black paint just to try to mix blend in any of these spots might be a little lighter than ideal. Rinse this brush in the first tube of liquid I got here, and then the other one. Here we go. I'm gonna grab some tape. There we go, stay good. So I can tape these brushes up so that the wood doesn't sit in the water too long. A little bit of tape this to the edge of the water bucket. So that just the head of the brush will stick. There, good. Good enough. Bam. Okay. So now we have ourselves one of two glasses and setups we're going to use. All I'm going to get is, let's see, so I want it to dry quickly. I think I can do this. Use good old glazing fluid today for a way to extend our paint. We have this. Great way to thin paints down without having a big old catastrophe of using so much paint at once that it's almost not worth it. So what I'm going to do is go over here, just slightly off camera. We have core number 2. Put this just off to the side. Move core number 1. This one will be your guys' glow-in-the-dark live stream down the road. I think I'll probably do that Friday. I'll give this a bit to dry and see. Oh, see, I'm already seeing some spots that I missed. So yeah, those touch-ups we'll do later. I'll do that off camera. Give it like a nice bright shine light on there. So this is the next one, which we'll be doing. Grab the blue for you guys to see. Big heavy one for this. And every core looks different. They do look kind of gross sometimes, but they all serve a purpose. Darker colors of paint for darker, more dense areas of sand. There we go. Is this one lighter? This one? So yeah, next up we will do this, which is, see if the camera will get it, turquoise blue. Good old turquoise blue. I don't think I've used this thing yet. This bottle of glazing liquid. New bottle. So yeah, same thing. Just gonna do the whole thing blue. I'm not gonna thin this paint down too much though. Because we do have to do these dark black edges too. Because I want the slab of rock to be all the same color. So yeah, we're just gonna, this whole thing, this to this, just a little bit, and then I'll put in put it in the paint after that. I'll just do this right now. So there's that. We're going to do way more paint than medium here. Like crazy. There we go. So we'll start with that amount. We'll see how it looks. Oh, phenomenal. Yes. Perfect. Make sure every bit of this is incorporated, because it will be a problem if it's not. Dang, that is nice. I will accept that as a perfectly good bit of color there, my friends. And this goes straight in. Same thing, straight into bucket of water onto this tape. New paintbrush. Got them over here. Yep. Paintbrush. There we go. And just like before, we begin. Don't think too much. Just going straight over all this. This is really nice. I thought it'd be semi-transparent or something, but it really doesn't, which is perfect. I'm gonna try my best to, just like before, get the top finished first. And then we'll be able to sit down and have a nice bit of relax time again for the bottom half. Dang, I can't believe I didn't start using this glazing fluid sooner. I used a similar thing before, but somebody at the art shop a while back recommended this, and I was like, oh, I never really knew what this was. I thought you could thin stuff down different ways, but wow, this is really nice. Yeah, this is perfect. Just like I said, we are getting these edges too. So you guys may not be able to see some of it, but I'm making these edges the exact same color, because I do want this to be just like a regular bit of rock that just came out of the ground. Maybe something that's existed already. Good. How did I not mark this stream down as the one where I finally discovered the power of glazing fluid? Because holy, this is crazy good. It's not leaving any transparent. Wow, how is that possible? I mean, hey, I won't second guess it. Wow, I still can't believe it though. Could have saved myself so much time if I had started using this first. So many projects where I was struggling with transparency and things showing through that I didn't want to show through. That's crazy. I have slow dry medium, but for this you really don't want it to take too long to dry, because then you'll kind of reactivate the sand cores that you just put down. And it's not good to get those too wet while they're still exposed in their raw form, because it truly is just like sand. It'll absorb and hold water and make life all kinds of difficult if you're not sort of used to it. This is so nice. I'm curious as how it's gonna look though, because part of me is already kind of noticing the texture is not too... I don't know how to describe it. So far, it doesn't have too much variance, at least up here, for what the idea I have is, but there's always the possibility I can add more texture on top of this, just mix in this color of paint instead of white. Because I try to use white or neutral glue or non-expensive materials to get the initial sand layer down. But if push comes to shove, I can always mix actual paint in to match the exact color of this, just adding more texture instead. But we'll just have to see. I'll just keep my mouth shut real briefly as we kind of figure out more on how this is going to look. Because this one will have rose gold veins, but it's got to have enough texture to where it will actually look like veins. So that's why we'll have to wait and see. Dang, it's so easy to paint though, holy cow. Still can't believe how nice. Today's stream is going to be short, like I said earlier, because I want to be able to be finished in time to give my mom a hug goodnight before she goes to bed. She comes downstairs with the dogs before she goes to sleep to let them outside and all that, so today I want to be around and give her a hug goodnight. But I think it's only been like an hour almost? Yeah, 58 minutes. So I think we'll be just on time. Especially with this glazing fluid, this is going to go a lot faster than I planned, which is incredible. I'm going to post a story about this glazing fluid on Instagram. Holy. Truly, like, magical how this is just... Wow, it's crazy. Trying to keep the music different and interesting for you guys too. Like, I'm trying to slowly build a playlist of, or not a playlist, like a folder of little background tracks of which I can pull from for these, keep things rather interesting. know about this medium is drying time. So it will be a new experience for me on that front, but I mean, hey, even if it takes a little bit longer to dry and I get paint to behave like this, I will take it. I will not complain, that's for sure. I think that's good. Nice. Perfect. Such nice coverage. I still can't believe it. It's gonna make these blue and red paintings go so nicely. Just gonna get this other edge tidied up. This bottom part here, this white, it's kind of crumbly, is the part that I'm personally worried about. Just solely for the fact that it started to cure pretty quickly when I was putting on that layer, and I wasn't expecting it, so I kind of had to re-wet it, put water on it, just to let me spread the material around. But so far, I mean, it looks like it's holding. I just don't want it to crumble, you know what I mean? This edge is complete. Good. Very, very good. I don't even know if I mixed too much. This feels like it's going such a long way. I'm used to having to mix such a large proportion just to get things to work. But like, wow, this is still crazy. I'm gonna try to be a little more liberal, I guess, with how much paint I'm using. Make sure all this jar gets used up. I am kind of jumping to the scariest part, but hey, just kind of have to see how this works. I'm trying to use a lot of paint too, so I don't have to put a lot of pressure on the brush. It's like, yeah, like I said, this is kind of, it's not completely crumbly, but I could see it being crumbly if too much brushing goes onto this. welcome in, welcome. Hope your day was okay. Hello, hello. Glad to see you here. We're just painting these 3 rock cores that I've completed and have since waited long enough to dry. This one's the blue one. We did the black one. Just recently finished the black one on the stream today. And then after this blue one's complete, I'm going to mix up a bright red, and we're going to get a nice bright red rock next. Either that or alizarin crimson. I still can't decide. I'm bouncing back and forth a lot. But we'll have to see. Maybe I will do crimson. Because crimson with copper could look pretty cool. And then I could also add those dark black, iridescent black veins and it would still appear, I think. This one will have rose gold veins though, once it's all dry and once I get to it. But that'll all happen on a different stream. Today we're just doing the base coats, keeping things nice and relaxing today after a nice busy day of school. Oh yeah, no worries. I'm glad you stopped in, even just for a little bit. Always welcome to have you. Have a good day, man. Or actually, I shouldn't say man, because I haven't really found out for sure who you are. But, I mean, still though, have a good day. Really appreciate it. Mix a little more of this just for the last little bit that we have. Shouldn't take too much. take this palette knife off the tape and get it revitalized, just to remix. And yeah, I really don't know how much I need here, but we'll give it a solid bit. I still can't believe that. It doesn't water it down, it doesn't change the like base color. That is insane. Sanity. There we go. Backed onto the tape. You just hold it. Oh, there we go. There. Now we can finish this. Cheers, friends. Nearing the home stretch of this guy. Slow and steady. some nice texture down in this lower half. Honestly, I might not need to add some more, just considering we're pretty much at a place where maybe I can like leave this part alone and focus more down here. Yeah, that seems really interesting. We'll just have to see once everything's dry. Once everything's got more of a place, permanent place. Whoa. Oh, another little piece broke off. It's all good though. Painted over it so fast I didn't realize. It's always good when those little pieces come off early. Better soon rather than later. That little bit left, and I think we might have just enough for these two edges that are left. Yes, perfect. Okay. Quick one of these. Ooh, that's a really big spot that I missed. I cannot ignore that. Yikes. There we go. It's a lot better. Much, much better. You know, just like before. 90-degree turn. Those edges are pretty much already dry. I'm just gonna refresh some of these darker parts because I realized I didn't really get good coverage here. It's a white I want to make sure I take care of. There, much better. not good enough. I just want to make sure these edges get the paint that's left. And anything else I can always come back and just mix a little bit, you know. As long as no black shines through to a point that's bad, then you're okay. Good. Last bit of paint I think should be just enough, hopefully, for this part. That is enough. I think that might be. Just get a little bit extra off of this brush. Piece of tape just to anchor that onto that. Oops. Alright, so now got that. Good. This will go straight in the water to stay. Let me fix these rather annoying shorts. There we go. So I think my plan is going to change from bright red to alizarin crimson on these. Because I think that might just be the best route to go. There we go. This over here. Number 2, complete. Make sure. Oh, good. Good. Nice. Yeah, number 3's over here. Pick this one up. Yeah, I think we're going to do alizarin crimson rather than bright red. Or number 3's right here. I'm just going to take this and readjust. Then we can do something like this. All that fresh paint will touch the edge of this new one. Excellent. Nice. Okay. Excellent. All right. So I'm going to grab. There we go. think this might be good enough. Oh, before I forget. Number 2. I might end up cutting this open, actually. Scooping the remainder out, because it might just be the amount we need for this anyway. Before we continue, get another drink, my friends. Got my crimson, scissors. How's the perspective looking? Let's fix it a little bit. There. Alright, so we're gonna cut this tube open, scoop out everything. I'm gonna move this bottom edge forward a bit so I have enough room to. Yeah, I think this might be the best idea. I could do this same bright red that I used last night, but I think it'd be a little too striking. That blue that I just painted really isn't super bright and striking. And neither really are any of the other rock slab paintings that I've done. Is this gonna open? A little bit of paint left in there. This might open and this might not. Here we go. Nice. Make sure there's no... Oh yeah, there's some paint in there. It's always worth checking. Always worth checking in there. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's like a nice dark red, but one that's not going to be like traffic light red. Pretty nice. Cool. Another tube of paint used up too. Gotta love to see that. Alright. So yeah, now, any of you who might have trouble getting the last bit of paint out, just cut it open like this, and like some kind of fruit. Just kind of scoop out the remainder of the paint that's in there. This says heavy body satin, so it's not glossy. I have a whole bunch of glossy red that looks almost bloody off camera, but I'm not going to use that because it'll distract from the final veins of copper that I end up putting in here, so we're going with this one instead. Excellent. Yeah, I'm just going to use up the last of this. There. Whoops. I think this is the most of it. Oh no. Nope. nope, nope. Yeah, all this needs to come out. I really am against wasting. Because like so many people, I think, are probably in situations where they wish they could have art supplies and they wish they could have supplies to do what they want to do. So I really want to honor all those people passively by really trying my best to use all my materials to the fullest. Because I can only imagine how it might feel to be someone like me and not have the ability to make something or paint what you want just because of typical things in the world like expenses and expenses and things like that. So let's shine a light here. I think I can get a little more out of here, but we'll see. It wasn't quite worth it. Yeah, I think that's good. So I'll just do that. Put all this. Go. There we go. And then, just like I said before, just a teeny bit of glazing fluid to. Ooh, whoa, whoa. That's why I wear paint clothes. Right there. In case I get stuff on me, I can just wipe it right off on my shorts and not even care. See how well this thins down. Wow, perfectly again. Brush number 3 is over here. Another one I kept saved for this day. Alright. Just gonna clean up the edge of this glass. Make sure I use all that paint again. Just like I hoped it would look. And yeah, now it's just essentially glazing this red. It might have different variants in the red, it might have different densities of color. That is all okay to me. This is one I might even be able to take outside tomorrow and splatter with some more ink of this dark red variety. Add some personality to it. If it ends up looking weird, but I mean, I think it'll be okay. For fun though, could always do that. somehow knocked the stream off to... There we go. Cramp in my hand. Whoa. To go over here. It's looking pretty good, honestly. Nice red, bloody looking thing. I'm probably gonna splatter it actually now that I see. I'll splatter it out outside tomorrow, most likely. Alright, open this over here. Cheers, friends. Cheers, cheers, cheers. It's pretty interesting how this green is causing everything to be so dark. It's definitely a little lesson I'm picking up from doing this painting, is how cool that green, being so bright green, I didn't think it would turn it to such an interesting shade of like dark red almost. What's that? Interesting. I'm gonna fix that actually. I don't like that knocking sound. Use a piece of tape. Piece of tape fixes everything. Oops, not tight enough. Maybe on this other side. Overall, I just want to stop the knocking. I do not like it. Alright, see if that works. bunch of paint here, running quite low. I feel like this painting is going to be the most fun out of all of them. The amount of things I'm going to be able to do to increase how different the texture looks and how different this sort of color dynamic is looking because of how like the white and green are playing oppositely from one another. I have dark red inks and I have other colors of inks that might be pretty fun to just kind of splatter around here and see kind of what possibilities there are. Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those where I need another glass of color. This almost looks like some kind of meat. It's kind of off-putting. Curious as to how it'll look once it's dry. Just all the different colors that are present in here. Over here. All right. that was a quick 2 hours. My loop ended. That's surprising. Thought it'd be a lot faster than this. Well, hey, we keep going until we are finished. However long that takes. Yeah, this is totally like meat. It's so weird. I didn't expect things to look like this. But hey, we're gonna play off of that as much as possible. So, you need another coat. I'm going to take this off. Let's just do this. Alright. Get another tube of our crimson. Yep, this is a good one. You're going to do... I'm going to get a new jar, actually. Jar number 3. Jar number 3 for today. This. I'm really not sure how much I'm going to need. Kind of just going in blind here. So with this, yeah, I think I'll do it. Maybe that much will do it. It's really like a gamble. But I mean, if I gotta do another one, then we'll be alright. thinking just a little more. Feels a little better. Add a little bit of our special medium here. All right. Whew. Big day of painting, that's for sure. So let's see how this mixes out. Okay, looks the same. Boom. All right, back to this. It's almost like a balancing act with how much paint I want to mix versus how much I actually need. John's in here. Welcome, sailor. Hello. Hope you had a good Wednesday. Good old Wednesday, my dudes. Hey, greetings. Today's been good. Had a busy day at school, but good way to have the last day of class, and I got the reunion this weekend to see you guys. Did some painting outside today. Got myself a big old bed sheet that my family wasn't using, so I was able to use that and spread it out across the driveway so I can throw ink on canvases and all that fun stuff. But now I'm in here just kind of hanging out, doing another base coat. Seems like we're getting in position for some real nice weekend weather around 7 o'clock when we all go out to that event. Even today where I was outside comfortably painting for an hour and a half maybe. Nice breeze. How's the day been on your neck of the woods? Oh, your dad got a new Jeep? That's cool. The fuck yeah. Sounds like a lot of fun. Did you get a snazzy new one? ...2024 Wrangler 4, dang. That's awesome. It's a hybrid too. That's so sick. I'll have to Google that after this. That is kick-ass. Snazzy new 2024 to go on his adventures with. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Speaking of vehicles, if you end up taking your you or Michael, I should say, if you guys end up taking your bikes to the reunion, you're more than welcome to store anything in my vehicle while we're in there. If it doesn't fit, I mean, like if you guys don't have the, I seem to remember you saying like you might not have room for your helmet or something, so yeah, you or Michael absolutely can store stuff in my car. Still got his other Wrangler. I'm looking at. Oh, that'd be cool. Hey, that'd be pretty cool. Nice little Wrangler acquisition. You'll have to let me know how that goes. What you end up doing with that, because that sounds like a pretty interesting opportunity. Oh, nice. For sure, yeah. You, Jeremy, if you guys got bike equipment, anything you guys need to store, then yeah, by all means, my vehicle is yours to store anything in. Absolutely. Yeah, I remember you saying that you don't necessarily want to sell your Jeep, so depending on what you do, you definitely have to let me know, because that'd be pretty kick-ass to get your hands on, even if you had a second one, you know? Oh yeah, for sure. Like having a modular ride that someone else can tag along with you in, that'd be freaking awesome. Pretty dang incredible, if you ask me. Tonight we did, so today I've been streaming for, I think 2 hours now? Because today was a big day that I got set up. I had all 3 of my rock cores completely dry, ready to get base coats. So this is the 3rd one. I already did the other 2 prior to this. And honestly, I'm thinking of busting out the blue one again to mix some more texture on. Since it is looking rather sparse at the top. I can move my camera over there. I'll give you a look at what I'm talking about. Because yeah, it's... This and the black one turned out very good on the first go around. But the blue one turned out good as far as the color. But the texture on the top is rather smooth compared to what I personally try to go after. So I'm thinking of maybe mixing up some sandy mixture live and throwing it on there in the spot where it's a little smooth. Because each of these will be a unique rock slab. This one will be the red that I'm painting on, along with copper veins and iridescent black veins. And then the blue one will be rose gold veins, and then the black one will be that glow-in-the-dark stream, where it'll be all kinds of runes in glow-in-the-dark. This one's looking a lot like meat. I didn't really intend that. It's looking a lot like meat. Like a big old chunk of viscera. But yeah, here I'll bring you over here real quick. This is what we got working on earlier today. Good old rock slabs. But yeah, the top of this one, if you see here, it's rather smooth, and then it gets textury down here like I like. So I'm thinking mixing up some sand mixture and then putting that on to kind of finish off the night. This one's looking pretty done, although I did notice a few more spots that I'm gonna mix up, so a little more of this crimson mixture. Oops. Yeah, just a little more of this. I'll finish this tube of paint off another time, I'm sure. Or maybe even tonight, if I need to. To be honest. Yeah, I think I'm just going to cut this tube open and use the last of this, too. Kind of like how this one's looking like meat. It's kind of nice. Oops. Yeah, so I think I'll just like focus it on that top part that's a little smooth. Just any of those smooth bits to give myself a little extra texture to play with those rose gold bits. Whoa. There we go. A little life hack here just to get that last paint out of the tube. I always cut them open and scoop out all the remnants. Did I knock it over this way again? There we go, good. Yeah, so today we're just kind of getting the base coats on, and then each of those rock streams will be, the rock slabs will be its own stream. So that'll be 3 more streams just in my back pocket for the future to paint those veins on and kind of get those finished up. But I also finished the Sith painting from last night. I did that off camera because that was what I did outside in the driveway, splattering all the black ink on there, but that one will have... I'm getting posts lined up, I'm getting work in different price points finished up, because a lot of my work right now on my website is almost like flagship projects that I wanted to make for either my bedroom or just the huge, more expensive projects. So I want to create a nice balance of all different price points for my stuff, so that somebody with $20 could probably get something, and somebody with $10,000 could get the crazy stuff. I only have one painting that's 100,000. That's the big one over my bed. But so yeah, I do. So with the texture of those rock cores, I do different densities across the canvas first to balance it, and then once I do that initial first base coat, I can mix paint directly into the sandy mixture and match any sort of flat spots by creating just another layer on top of only the flat areas. So like for this painting, for example, it's not really flat or concerning in any place, because I can see throughout different veins that I could play off of and just kind of explore around. And same with the black one, but with the blue one, that top section, I'll just kind of be able to focus on it, and then it just kind of naturally falls into place as long as I stick to only those spots primarily. I'll be able to show you here, because it's pretty cool. And I'm just going to get this all off the rim of the glass here. Just going to mix up another quick batch of red, but nothing crazy. Just to kind of finish this meat looking one. I think that's good. There we go. Nice little bit of bloody somethings again. Sweet. So yeah, after that we just kind of, just pretty much trying to make this even. But that blue one, yeah, is like a special case almost, because usually I can see under the red light if the texture is going to look weird or if anything's not going to fit, but that one I noticed just today, so we'll be able to adjust it and get it drying sooner rather than later. I'm pretty much just trying to focus on the light spots on this one now, because like I said, it looks a little like meat. I want to get it a little more even, but not too dark. I was going to do a bright red, but after seeing how those other two turned out and just the general theme of my other ones, I didn't want to make it super neon, so I did alizarin crimson instead of primary red, because it's just a little more darker and has a little bit of a dullness to it. But yeah, this is shaping up to be my longest stream to date, surprisingly. I didn't even really set out to do that today. It's just one of those things with these big rock slabs that the sand and the texture absorbs a lot of paint in its raw state, so it's kind of just a time-consuming process to sit and relax to, and just kind of focus on just getting the paint on. really have to think too much about any of this sort of steps in it. Nice. Yeah, today was pretty successful. Used up 2 whole tubes of paint. Got all these rock cores sealed finally. Cause man, yeah, these take a long time to dry, that's for sure. It takes like days per each. Heck yeah, I'm always glad when you stop in. We're able to chat for a bit. I'm able to kind of show you various things that I do without you having to head all the way out over to this side of the forest. Keep it rather chill today and just get all these good old things sealed up. I think my days on Twitch and YouTube are going to start soon as well. I'm getting that all figured out and sorted out before everything begins. Just to have different... I might even try multi-streaming, like try all the platforms in some degree, even if I have to upload VODs to like some of them or vice versa. I'm gonna really try to like have the widest reach. Edges one more time. Alizarin Crimson is a very thin paint though, I gotta say. The other 2 slabs, I got the edges painted in one go. This has been like 4 coats. Oh, nice! I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, YouTube streams I think will be easier to get going than the Twitch ones because I have to kind of figure out the various ropes of that kind of software. But yeah, like maybe I'll be able to do some days like Instagram and YouTube, and then some days YouTube and Twitch, sometimes Twitch and YouTube. Instagram, Twitch, just kind of switch it up, and then I'll have my YouTube channel as like the archive. Oh wait, Twitch does it too. So yeah, I'll probably keep them both saved on those websites, just so people can go back or catch them later, or you know, just kind of whatever they're sort of feeling in each moment. Oh, this painting feels so strange. Usually I don't get grossed out as easily, but The sound of the wet paint sloshing around on this texture and the combination of the fact that it looks like meat got me feeling some kind of way. Looks like some weird... I'm curious too, actually. Like I was kind of looking into it, and it seems like I might be able to use my phone for Instagram and my web camera on the computer for Instagram or Twitch, since that'll be run through like OBS or Streamlabs, and this is ran through the actual Instagram app on my phone. I think that might be the best possibility, but for all I know, there could be a secret method that I still have yet to discover. Getting to that final stretch here. I'm probably going to flip this one 90 degrees, give it another look around, and do the other two edges, and then we'll bring the blue one back. Oh wait, I just painted those edges. I should probably wait. Getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'll just save some paint in this jar for when it comes time. I don't want it to stick to the t-shirt. There's still some little white spots I can pick out of here, though. That's for sure. Sweet. Now I think I'll turn this 90. There we go. Use this last bit of paint to get these edges, and then we will get that last bit of texture on. white color is present. This. This last bit here, and that will be red slab of meat. Put it down that way. Sweet. All right, this one goes in the water. Water we go. Goes in the water there. All right, so I got the blue here already. I'm gonna clean up my space with all this empty, cut open paint tubes. A bunch of casualties. Alright. So now it's for the fun part. Switch over. Just gonna give my hands semi-wet here just so I can use my paint rags and clean off this residue before I go touching the other. Nice. Good enough. Quick little bit of here. So this one is going to get picked up. Brought over here. And this one will get brought over. Now, let me just check my border to make sure everything's fine from the shirt. Yep. All is good. So yeah, this one will transfer to our trusty table. Hey, damn right. Good old Coca-Cola. Alright, so we're gonna briefly readjust the shirt. Good old Coca-Cola. So, first thing we need, I'm gonna do things a little differently, but not really. We need jar of dirt, sand and dirt. And I think we're gonna grab maybe just regular matte, big old jug of matte medium. And then we're only gonna mix a little bit, and we're gonna mix it in a way where it's gonna be not super muddy, so it can stick on this vertical. Shake all this good stuff up. Alright. Get myself another palette knife. This. I'll use that one. Another mixing jug. Alright. So first things first, we're gonna gear up our color. I gotta be real careful with this part. Don't knock anything off the table. Using my little paint tube squeezer. There. We're gonna turn this around. Should be plenty. Put the extra on there somewhere. Then while it's still in this paint tube, we are going to close the lid. Because that way, when it comes time to cut it open, all of our paint will get sucked back up and made whack into the part of the tube that we typically cut off. And then we're just going to use a little teeny bit of this, because this will wash out the color. And then our trusty solo cup. Fill up about, whoa, that's a huge rock. Holy. Definitely not going to mix that in. Yeah, we're just going to get, I wonder if this will even show up. A little solo cup of dirt. I'm only going to add just that much, I think. So now that we got our little potion here, I'm just going to mix it up and hopefully the color will stay the same. I'm going to mix it away from this microphone in case it's a little ear piercing. Sometimes it does not sound good. Glass on sand does not sound very good. Seems like I did good. This is a good mixture. It's not too light. And then all we're gonna do is just give it a little character up here. Just in a way that's might give me a little more ridges to work with. Oh yeah, you can see it now. Yeah, it's really not like typical with how these usually turn out. That's why I figured I would just mix a small bit of this muddy, forbidden frosting looking stuff and just kind of give myself a little more room to play around with the rose gold once it So this is actually all from my phone. Eventually I'll get upgrades like a microphone and a mixer for it and definitely a better camera so that details can show up a lot better of how I intend. But yeah, right now it's just all off the good old phone. Good old phone. Around so that it does not look like the smooth section was ever there. Yeah, I mean, thankfully everything quality-wise is still pretty solid. Like it was to a point where I researched and I was like, oh, you know, it's solid enough for me to start posting on my profiles, and it was solid enough to where I considered it not trash. And I was like, you know, that's good enough. As long as it's not pure and utter unwatchable trash, then that's good enough for me. Sometimes the sand doesn't mix together because it's a little like pocket of mud. So in that case, I just kind of smear it around and then it mixes itself onto the canvas. Gaming. Hey, that's me too. If I joined your guys' Counter-Strike games, you would instantly fall lower in ranking. Instantly. Before the first game even started. I would crash your guys' ratings completely unintentionally. Going like 1 in 26. Some shit. Completely throwing the game by accident. Fuck yeah, you'll love to see it. Hell yeah. Here. I think I'm gonna end up mixing more of this too. Use the last of that blue, maybe. So I do notice I can improve some down here. I think that's what I'll do. Because by all means, I do have a small bit of paint left. Cut this one open now. Let's just get this pushed down as much as we can get. Scoop, scoop, scoop. So this mix being a little more high in paint content rather than sand content will take longer, yeah. So yeah, that's a great assumption, because I would say with more sand per medium and paint content, it takes maybe, it really varies, but I would say like 48 hours average. And then with this, I would say give it easily 72 plus, but it really varies, because like I could always turn my fans on after I give it like 24-ish hours so that nothing cracks. Like once it's pretty much set, it just has to dry from the inside out. So at that point, as long as I can like ensure the top centimeter maybe is dry on the surface, then I won't get cracking. But sometimes I really like to just let it naturally marinate. So it really varies. I'd say this though, I'll give it maybe 24 hours to start, and then I'll probably poke it. Like I pretty much poke it with one of these or just my finger and see kind of the consistency. And if the consistency is not like clay, like if it's a little bit more dry than like workable clay that you can mold with your hands, if it's a little more dry than that, then I can typically either turn fans on or proceed with painting. Another empty paint tube right here. You love to see it. Oh, got some on me. Oh, got some on me. Oh, number 3. Yeah, nice little bit of stuff there. We can scrape this, scrape. There we go, and then we can use some of this. Just a little though, we don't need too much. Jar of dirt. Oh, there's a leaf in there. I don't want that. So yeah, and once the sand's in, you can just do the same like this. I try to make sure every bit of white paint is at least not unmixed. Yeah, good enough. Let me just repeat. Repeat again. Oh, there's a rock that's trying to stay there, sir. Here we go. Fasten you down with a bit of this. Nice. Oh yeah, I'm glad you can see that it's evening out. It's kind of like a balancing act, like a game of chess with the existing forms, to see how you can kind of smear this on in a way to play off of what's already there. But I use game of chess lightly because it's really not like a intense thought process. A lot of the intense thought process stuff I save for off stream just because of the nature of it. But yeah, it's looking a lot better, to the point where I would be actually glad to paint on this now. Before, I think it would look in a way that just wouldn't look good with the size of the canvas and just everything to do with that. until there's no flat savannas, pretty much. And you can truly make any of these mixtures to whichever density you want. Like if you have baking soda, you can make paintballs of essentially clay that you can mold with your hands before it dries. Like if you use enough baking soda in your paint, you can make like shapeable objects and all that good stuff too. I'll put some of this up here. Wow. There's a stick right there. It's kind of funny because even like little twigs and stuff, like I just leave them because it just adds a ridge. As long as the stick's not too big. Like, if there's a leaf in there, I'll just leave it. If there's a stick that's not too big, I'll also just leave it. Like, there's even a time I saw a beetle, and I was contemplating mixing him in, but I was like, probably not the beetle. That'd be gross. But any bits of nature, like I've had pieces of bark in here. So I've done that just once, but it did not turn out as good as I hoped. So I brought it to a local park with a note that said, to whoever soul is reading this, if you want this, it's free. So I have the picture of it on my hard drives, but it's not on my website or Instagram. It was just like, I made a purple ball. It was just a purple, messy looking ball, and I smashed it onto the front of a canvas that I already had painted with just like a little bit of practice, and I used my wax seal Tree of Life stamp and stamped a tree into the little ball of amalgamation, and it turned out cool, but my mixture was a little bit off, I think. So it kind of started cracking and looking in ways that I didn't quite like. So that's how come I just brought it to a park with that little note I wrote. And literally the next day, I went back and it was gone. So I thought that was pretty cool. I've done that a handful of other times with like practice projects I didn't want to quite paint over. It's like I wanted the project to exist, but not exist in my possession, I guess. And it wasn't good enough to where I would have wanted to give it to like you or Michael or people I care about to that level, because like it's good and I'm glad somebody got it at the park, but it's not like that good, if you know what I mean. Like I definitely wouldn't have given it as a gift to somebody that I like really would want to have a painting, because it was more like practice, you know? It was kind of just like a half-assed, almost half-assed. I was trying, but it just didn't look good enough to like gift. But at the same time, I kind of was like, oh, maybe if I just like put a little treasure out in the world somewhere, it might have sparked some interest. And yeah, literally the next day, I just drove back on the way home from work. And totally was gone. I just had put it on the table with that note, and the note was visible enough because I didn't want some like cleaner to come through and just trash it. So I just left it there and kind of was doing a trial. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if somebody took it that fast. I'm sure somebody really wanted it. Because it was really like on a canvas panel, and like I kind of made a design that didn't look like I normally would make stuff, you know? So like it was kind of just like an amalgamation of like 4 different kinds of practice that looked okay. So yeah, I figured I would just be like a phantom art donator somewhere in the world. Because I have ideas that would be way more grand to like work with you and Michael on. just for the fact of like, if I'm gonna make you guys a painting, I'd want to make you guys something that would have potentially a shitload of value much later down the line. Even if you didn't want to sell it, like just one of those things that like you could have marinating in value for years and forever. This painting might be completed. I'm looking at it on my screen and it's looking all right. I could, in theory, add a little bit more here, but at the same time, there's enough ridges. Yeah, I think I'll grab one more. I have another tube of this same color, so why not? Grab another tube of this color, another glass. It's like my 5th glass for the day. And then we'll just mix a little more so I can do just a little bit of jazz with that. And add just a teeny bit of this. Bop. I still can't believe how big of a... Oh my gosh, this leaf is huge too. No thanks. And I'll do like a 4th mixture. Yeah, do just like a 4th. Let's get my palette knife back out. Nice. Sweet. But yeah, like if I'm gonna make you and Michael something, like I'm gonna make it as insane and as exactly to what you guys would like. Or to some degree, like if you had influence for me to follow or any sort of thing like that is what I would do instead of that. Instead of something more like, I wouldn't say shitty, because it still looked nice, but it was just kind of like, yeah, it's just kind of hard to describe, I guess. Alright, so let's fan out some of this. I'm curious who found that painting though, because it is signed. It's got all the same signature and information that the rest of my work does, so maybe one day that painting will come back out of the woodwork with somebody having found it and bringing it forward, or I don't know, like it'd be interesting to see if somebody like down the line was like, oh, that's you, and they like actually have the painting still. That'd be pretty sick. Mix them up like that. Heck yeah. We could even come up with like a handful of ideas that you'd like to have around your place. And then I could sort of work off that, or literally like borderline recreating a painting that you like, or having influence from, or yeah, like literally anything like that would be super interesting. I had ideas for like Jason Voorhees paintings that could kind of follow a similar theme to this, and similar Similar things like that, or like just blues and silvers. I've been bouncing around some ideas, but I'm definitely waiting for that one specific idea that like calls out so loud that would be like undeniable to not make for you. Or I don't know, even if it's just something I make naturally, if you're like, hey, I want that, then I'll fucking give it to you. Yeah, literally. If you were just like one of these streams, you were like, hey, I like that, then I would say like 90% of the time, 95% of the time, I would most likely give it to you. Like, pretty much the only way I would not give you a painting right away is if it was meant to be like a series for a gallery, but like that's not even happening. So like if you wanted something, it's pretty much just like, yeah, fucking, you can have it. And that goes with everyone though. Like if my mom wanted something that was going to be part of a gallery, then I would have a hard time giving it away. Only if it was like a gallery opportunity that somebody said like, hey, we need to have this painting here ahead of time. You know, like if it was before and I had already given you a painting or something and somebody's like, hey, do you have this? Like, no, too bad. Like, it'd be different if I already gave you or somebody else a painting though. I would never like take paintings back, that'd be weird. That'd be so weird. I feel weird just thinking about a reality where I did that. It's so weird. All paintings are permanent. I'm definitely much more satisfied. Although I kind of forgot the top. Shoot. Shoot, shoot. Forgot that top a little bit. Oh, heck yeah. I'd love to see a picture you got. Especially if you want it to be referenced from or anything like that. Yeah, heck yeah. Not enough paint. Not enough paint. That would dry way too fast. Way too fast. Nice. Good enough. So, yeah, we're just gonna fix this top. Top is a little too bland for my liking. Is there a leaf in here? Wait a minute. Is that a leaf? Oh no. It's all good. Ooh. Almost dropped that. That was not good. Oh, it is a leaf. That's an acceptable leaf, though. You will stay right there. Ooh, did I just... Oh, nice. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. This a little bit more blended in. There's definitely a time and place for smooth rock slabs and stuff. But for these ones, I definitely like to have guidelines for all the little veins and ore deposits. Ooh, that'd be fun to create like another similar farmhouse looking one, but Norway style. That'd be pretty cool. I could see that being really cool to have like a second in that series. That'd be pretty kick-ass. Might not be a good noise over the audio, I apologize for that. It's definitely a okay noise on this side. This side of the woods. Now I think we're set. That looks a lot better. Put this glass in water too. Water. Water, water, water. Sweet. Throw away this rock. Dang rock. Actually, I'll do that now. Nice. Everything is going swimming. Swimming. Oh yeah. From a distance and up close, I'm much happier with that. And it'll dry to be the same tone, so that won't stick out as much. Oh, it looks so cool. I'm just gonna run over here. Run over here and grab. A little vegetable scrubber off camera by my sink so I can scrape off all the paint on my fingers before I start moving things around. There will be one more painting transfer. Ooh, I'm noticing all kinds of things with this one. Good thing I brought it back. Good thing. I'm just going to transfer this to the flat table so it can dry correctly. So much better. Oh! T-shirt. T-shirt warning. Here we go. One. Number two. Bam. Get this out of here. Drying these paintings flat is another good strategy because it helps everything use gravity to dry downwards since it is liquid inside the sand. As it dries, it'll naturally want to adhere more. So now, wow, adjust my little t-shirt barrier. And this painting was the problem child of it all. because painting black over white, you'll get all kinds of little spots where it kind of raises up, or maybe there's a bubble, so the white shows through in a way that's super weird. Sweet. That looks cool to me. This one does have a little bit of a small flat area, which you'll see here, but this slab, it's needed because this is the glow-in-the-dark one. So a lot of the runes will be on these flat parts, and these dilapidated parts will be part of the weathering effect that I'll do before I splash some black ink over the runes, because the runes will all be on this flat, and then they'll be obstructed by the geography of everything raised up, because I do intend this to be like a tablet. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. Have a good night. Especially, yeah, for work. I didn't even realize what time it was. And then, yeah, for sure, show me that picture, too. I'll definitely hit you up, especially we'll see each other on the weekend, and even beforehand, feel free to reach out. I'm interested to see that. Heck yeah. Have a good night, dude. Heck yeah, dude. I'll do a whole dedicated stream. I'll be blasting it as an advertisement. So that'll be on my stories. I'll advertise like a week in advance, because I'll have the black light out. You'll be able to see me painting it as I do it. So it'll be cool. I'll have a different song on for it, but yeah, I'll let you know. In the meantime, though, I hope you have a good night. Especially because, yeah, got work, so. Have a good night, feller. Alright. Nice. So we already have the black. Switch it over to this side just to... It's almost nice to reset your palette from this to this every so often. So I'll do that with this, and then, oh, before I forget, we do need a smaller paintbrush. Maybe this would be good enough. Because really I'm just going to touch up these weird dark areas. Boom. Again, this is just my custom mixture of black gesso and black paint, as well as some matte medium. And all we're doing is using the smaller brush now to fill in where the black paint had bubbles that ended up revealing white again. So like over here, down in this. This part is very intuitive. Don't think about it too much. just want to get the paint on. Cover up all these little white speckles, because they do not look good. And under black light, they'll stand out even more. This black painting is the one I started outside today. As it was sundown, I was just kind of out painting for a little bit before the mosquitoes got all bloodthirsty. Any white traces will get dealt with. Traces of white. Oh, there's some. I think that might just do it. I don't see any more that's annoying. Yeah, I don't see any more. Oh, spoke too soon again. Spoke too soon. Is that? That's just a little piece of texture there. All good, all good. Yeah, I think that's it. This has been a very long stream today anyway, so I don't really intend to drag it out too longer. That is pretty much it. I'm just going to stand back on this one for a second. Yeah, I think this is good. We're going to literally start the runes top left corner and go as much as we can and avoid these little detrimental bits. And once this dries, you won't see any of these little dark spots that are showing up on your screen. it'll all dry to this rather than this darker. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, it'll be a majority of runes up here. It'll taper down. And we're basically just going to use the black light as a guide and just stick to the most flat regions that we can. Just like usual, I will do a quick center stage. This is the black one. It's still drying though, like I told you, so those little dark black spots will go away. But yeah, we have this one here. And I'll bring you guys over here. Oop. Yep, I'll bring you guys over this way. And we'll get nice views on these. So yeah, minor shadow on the blue one just because of my boom arm up there, but gotta dry for a while. Especially that red one. It's got a lot of paint on it. But we have that one, blue one, and then finally the big old behemoth that will be our center stage project. On that note, I think I'll log off for the night. I'm tired, I got a lot of things to clean up. But I'll be back. Got lots more up in store, got a lot of projects already finished. So we'll just keep going. One step at a time. Success or me freezing over. It's one of those two things, nothing else. So yeah, appreciate you guys on the journey with me. See you, good night.